Welcome, friends, and let me teach you how to solve this Math Olympiad Exponential Equation. It is just very simple, so relax, okay? And don't forget to tell us how you feel about this class in the comment section. It helps us to serve you best. Yes. Now let's begin it and let's do it together. So we are going to begin this with solution. Now, what do you do when you see this kind of question? You observe that you cannot easily apply some of the rules we have in exponents directly, but see what you do. Now, what we are going to do is just to remember some of them, applying it one at a time. And one of the rules says if I have a to the power of m multiply a to the power of n, it will give us a to the power of m plus n. Now, how can we use this in solving this? Let me teach you what to do. So we are going to begin this with 4 to the power of x plus 25 to the power of x is equal to, you observe that this is of this form. So turn it to be in this. It's going to give us, take one of the bases, then this will be raised to power of x, turn this addition to multiplication, then return the base and raise to the power of 1. Okay, if you apply this, it still returns you to this. Now what do you do again? Now we are going to divide each of these terms by any of these values. Okay, now you can choose any one. In this tutorial I'm going to choose 4 to the power of x. You can choose this, you can choose 10 to the power. They will still give you the same result. You can try that and let's know your finding in the comments. Now let's work with this. So we're going to have 4 to the power of x divided by 4 to the power of x plus 25 to the power of x divided by 4 to the power of x is 10 to the power of x multiply 10 raised to power 1 is 10 multiplying 1 time to give you 10. Okay, then also divide by 4 to the power of x. Now at this point, also quickly remember this rule of exponent, which also says that when I have a to the power of m divided by b to the power of m, provided the powers are the same and they are dividing, you just need to take these two values inside and raise it to the power of m. Okay, for you to apply this, see what you do. You are going to now have, know that whenever a number is divided by itself, it gives you 1. So this is 1 plus. Now here, we are going to apply this rule, okay? So that gives us 25 divided by 4 raised to the power of x. Did you see? Is equal to, now we are going to use these two, okay? So it will be 10 divided by 4 raised to power of x, then is multiplied by 10. We have not changed anything, okay? Now, what do we do next? You observe carefully that we can simplify these values inside the brackets. Now for this, what do you do? Observe that 25 and 4 are perfect squares. In that case, 25 is the same as 5 times 5, which is 5 squared. Now 4 is 2 times 2, which is 2 squared. So we can simplify this. See what you have. So we're going to have 1 plus, this will give us 5 squared divided by 2 squared, okay, then raise it to the power of x is equal to, you can also simplify this. You observe that 2 can go in 10 to give you 5, 2 can go in 4 to give you 2, okay, then raise to the power of x multiplied by 10. Interesting. Now what do you do again? You also need to apply this rule in this value inside, okay, just see what you will have. So to do that, you are going to now have, so let's block this. So this gives us from here, we have 1 plus, this will give us 5 divided by 2 raised to the power of 2, okay, for the value inside the bracket. Then also raise it to the power of x is equal to 5 divided by 2 raised to power of x multiplied by 10. I hope you are observing something now. Now, what do? You observe that this one is 5 divided by 2 is raised to power of x, but this one is raised to power of 2 and also raised to power of x. Just quickly remember that if I have a to the power of m raised to power n, it means a to the power of mn, the power will multiply, is also the same as a to the power of n raised to power m. you can switch the powers. They will still give you the same thing. So in this case, what do? We are going to switch it so that it suits what we have here. So from here, we are going to now have 1 plus 5 divided by 2 raised to power of x will be raised to power of 2. Okay, we just switched. Okay, then is equal to 5 divided by 2 raised to power x is multiplying 10. Interesting. Now what do you do again? So this gives us 1 plus, okay, so having observed that these are now the same, you can now choose to use a variable outside what you have here to represent it for easy solving. So we can just quickly say that let 5 divided by 2 raised to power of x, let it be a variable y. You can choose anyone. So if that is the case, what do? You are going to substitute it here. So this gives us 1 plus, the whole of this takes y, okay? So you have y squared is equal to, this takes y, and y will be multiplied by 10. Now if you simplify this, you are going to now have, so we now have 1, okay, plus y squared is equal to, if you multiply this, it gives you 10y. Now looking at this, you observe that the highest power of this y is 2. So that is leading you to a quadratic equation. So making it look more beautiful, we have make y squared the subject. So we have y squared, then take this away, okay, it's positive, so you need to subtract. So you subtract 10y from both sides, then you have plus 1. When you subtract it becomes 0. So we have gotten a good quadratic equation. To solve this quadratically, we are going to use the formula method, okay, which says that y is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now, we need to get the values of a, b, and c from the equation. Now, the value of a here is the value of the coefficient of y squared. Now, the coefficient of y squared for this variable without a value here is said to have a coefficient of 1. So our a becomes 1. Your b is the coefficient of y, and that is negative 10. So your b is negative 10, okay? And your c is the constant term, which is 1. So plug this into this formula. We are going to have y is negative in the formula, then your b is negative 10. So take note so that you put that negative 10 in brackets, okay? Please take note. It's plus or minus square root of negative 10 squared minus 4. Our a is 1 and our c is also 1. Did you see? Then everything is divided by 2 multiplied by our a, which is also 1. Now, if you simplify this, we have, so we now have y is equal to, multiply this, it gives us positive 10 plus or minus negative 10 squared is negative 10 multiplied 2 times to give us positive 100, okay? If you multiply this, it gives you negative 4 divided by 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Now what do again? So this is giving us y is equal to 10 plus or minus, subtract this, you have 96, okay, and is divided by 2. Now you observe carefully that 96 has a perfect square in it. Now you can quickly do it this way. 2 goes here, we have 48, 2 here is 24, 2 is 12, 2 is 6, 2 is 3, and 3 goes 1. So let's gather it. Because it's square root, pair it, okay? Those ones you can pair. So if you pair this, you take 1, pair this, you take 1. You can't pair this. Now these ones you paired, multiply their results. You have 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So these ones you can't pair, you also multiply. Now let me show you what you have. So this gives us y is equal to 10 plus or minus. This one you multiplied, it will be outside the root, so you have 4. This that doesn't have pair remains in the root, it becomes 6. So it means that the square root of 96 is the same as 4 root 6. Did you see? Then everything is divided by 2. So you can still simplify this to have y is 10 divided by 2 plus or minus 4 root 6 divided by 2. 2 goes in itself 1, goes here 5 times. 2 goes here once, goes here 2 times. So it means that our y is 5 plus or minus 2 root 6. I hope you are with me there. So what it means is that y is 5 plus, take the positive, 2 root 6, okay? And also that y is equal to 5 minus 2 root 6. So these are the two values of y. But remember, we are not asked to solve for y, okay? The question is on x. So what we need to do is to recall our previous statements. Now we recall that we made that 5 divided by 2 to the power of x is equal to y. Okay, this was what we said earlier. Now pick the first value of y to enable you get x. So we have it that when y is equal to 5 plus 2 root 6, we are going to have, this will be 5 divided by 2 to the power of x is equal to, replace y with 5 plus 2 root 6. Now remember that to get this x, we are going to take log of both sides, okay? So we have log of 5 over 2 to the power of x is equal to log of 5 plus 2 root 6. I hope you are with me. Now, how do we get this x? Just note that if you have log of a to the power of x, the power always multiply the log, so it gives you x log a. Now, applying this in this equation, we are going to now have, so this gives us x, okay, this will multiply, so we have x log 5 divided by 2 is equal to log of 5 plus 2 root 6. Interesting. Now to get your x, you divide both sides by log of 5 over 2, divide this by log of 5 over 2. Okay, now what do you do again? This can take off this, so you are left with x is equal to log of 5 plus 2 root 6 divided by what? So we have everything is divided by log of 5 divided by 2. Did you see that? Now what do you do again? You can't conclude at this point. You just need to remember that for every log of a divided by log of b, it is the same as log of a base b, okay? Now we're going to apply this to simplify our results. So if you do that, x is giving you log of 5 plus 2 root 6, okay? Then this value here, according to this, will now turn to the base. So you can leave it as base of 5 divided by 2. You can also change it to 2.5, okay? Whichever one you want to leave it as. So this gives you the value of x for when y is 5 plus 2 root 6. So we're going to get for when y is this, okay? Now to do it, we take it to this side. So we now have when y is 5 minus 2 root 6. You have to be careful at this point to be sure that if you simplify this, it gives you a positive value, okay? Because the base is positive. So you know that when you have 5 minus 2 root 6, it is always greater than what? 0. So it's positive. So in that case, we are making use of it. Supposing it is less than 0, you will not. You only stop at the positive one. I hope it's clear. So let's still work out this. So we're going to have, this gives us 5 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 5 plus 2 root 6, okay? Now repeat the same process. We have log of 5 over 2 to the power of x is equal to log of 5 minus 2 root 6. Interesting. Now use this to multiply. So we have x log 5 divided by 2 is equal to log of 5 minus 2 root 6. Now what do you do again? Divide both sides. So we divide by log of 5 over 2 and also do same here, okay? So if you do that, you observe that this can cancel this. So we're going to now have x as, so this now gives us x is equal to log of 5 minus 2 root 6, okay, divided by log of 5 divided by 2. Now applying the same change of base rule, we have it that x is equal to log of 5 minus 2 root 6, then all this will have a base of 5/2. Like we said, you can still leave this as base of 2.5. Okay, so you can have this as the value of x, and this is also the next value of x. So these are the two values of, let's bring it together. So we have log of 5 plus 2√6 base 5 divided by 2. Okay, so this gives us the two values of x for this particular exponential equation. And I hope you really learned a lot. Let's know how much in the comments. And don't forget to share this so that the algorithm catches it and send it to more people that need these skills. If this helped you, don't forget to tell us how much and subscribe for more tips. I will see you in our next class to tell you more. Till then, bye-bye.